Hi guys, and welcome to Spanish class this year. So Spanish class will be 100% digital. Therefore, I wanted to make a tutorial for you guys so that you understand where everything is located and the extra resources as well. You all will be given a Google Classroom code so that you can join Google Classroom. This is an example of one of the classes that I have. So, Google Classroom is the main source of all of your information. Everything that I post will be posted on Google Classroom. Right now you guys are on this stream, so you guys can see any announcements that are made. Up here is Classwork, which will be your most important tab. We have people in the class, as well as grades. One of the things I want to note about grades is that every assignment will say ungraded on Google Classroom. This is because I put all grades in on PowerSchool. No grades will ever go in on Google Classroom. So just because an assignment says ungraded doesn't mean that it's necessarily true. So please keep that in mind when you're doing your work. So now we're going to go to Classwork. I have everything divided into different tabs. If you guys look, I have a bunch of different tabs in order to help you. The first tab is your syllabus, which includes important videos, and I will also be posting the class rules there as well. So you guys can see the syllabus is attached. Next, we have our weekly agenda / work hubs. Our weekly agenda, or our hub, as I will call it, is just what it is. It's a weekly agenda. It shows you all the important upcoming dates. It gives you a weekly overview of what we will be doing. And it also provides your daily agenda as well. So if you need to find your assignments to do that day, whether you are in class or remote, you will need to go onto the hub, and I will show you what that looks like later. We also have your weekly assignment Dropbox for Q1 as well as Q2. Remember, this is a semester course. Weekly assignment Dropbox Q1. This is where you will be handing in all of your assignments. Remember, class is 100% digital, meaning everything will be turned in on here unless otherwise specified. You guys can see that I labeled them by week. So week 1, September 8th to September 11th, those are going to be your assignments for the week. Again, I will show you an example later on. So first we're going to start off with our syllabus. If you click on this, it has a link to your syllabus this year. Remember, your syllabus is going to be online. It is an interactive syllabus that you should look over, as well as showing your parents or guardians. Looking on this, you will see all the different topics that you need to know for class. So for example, Spanish 3, your goals and topics, this is what you will be learning this year. If you want to know some extra resources, here's a link to my YouTube channel, which all your videos will be uploaded to. There's Senor Jordan YouTube channel, which is another awesome resource. My Quizlet, which I will always keep Quizlets for you guys. So there's a Spanish 1 folder as well as a Spanish 3 folder. And also Word Reference, which is an online dictionary in case you need to look anything up. Other things that are important are your class materials, so going over everything. Your charged iPad is the most important thing that you guys can bring to class, as well as your charger and some headphones. Being that it is a foreign language class, we will be listening to a lot of different videos, so you guys will need to bring those headphones with you. You guys can go through the rest of the different topics on here and click through them so that you can familiarize yourself with all of the important things for class this year. Going back to our Google Classroom page, we are now going to go onto our weekly agenda work hub. So as you notice, I already have it labeled week 1, September 8th to September 11th. I will do that for every week so that you know which one that you should be clicking on. So if you click on this, again, it has a link to your weekly agenda or to your hub. Everything you will need for class is located on this agenda. So if you look up at the top, it says Centro de Información, or Center of Information, or Information Center as we typically say in English. It also tells you the dates that it is so that you know you're on the correct one and what class you're in, so Spanish 1. First, we have everything written in Spanish as well as in English for you. We have our weekly agenda overview, which is just an overall look. And then we have your daily agenda broken down by the different days. So you guys can see we have all of those. Next, we have our fechas importantes, or our important dates. So if you have any upcoming quizzes or projects due, it will be located under this tab. Lastly is our objectives or our goals for that week. So we're going to take ahead and look at this work hub so I can show you more in depth what they look like. First, we will start out with our objectives. So what are we going to be learning? So it tells you there that you are going to familiarize yourself with your Google Classroom and learn your ABCs. We also have our assessment. So how will I be assessing what you know? We're going to have a project as well as a video due. So you guys can see these are your goals or things that you will be able to do after this week. Next, we're going to look at our weekly overview. Here you guys can see each different day and as of now, the different last name letters and what they are going to be doing. Keep in mind the first week will be a little bit hectic to adjust everyone to the new schedule. If you don't like to read, I also have created here.
Hi everyone, we are going to go over this.
This is your YouTube video which goes over the weekly agenda and objectives. Again, it can be found on my YouTube channel, which is located in your syllabus. So you can always hit subscribe so this way you know when I post a new video. So going back over to our weekly agenda, again, you can watch the video or you can just read through it to know what you will be learning this week. Now we're going to look at it day by day. So Monday, your first day, we don't actually have school. We start on Tuesday. So looking at Tuesday, you guys can see I have two different columns. The people who will be in person, so it's going to be A through K, and then the students who will be remote. So there's two different columns so you guys can see what is expected of you. Sometimes the assignments might differ. So in person, you're always going to have a warm-up. You will also have your activities for the day, as well as your exit ticket. Notice your warm-up and your exit ticket are hyperlinked. This is because these will always be Google Forms. And what's nice is when you click on them, they automatically open up to a new tab and you guys will fill out these forms. When you're done, you will just submit them and the answers go directly to me so you don't have to worry about doing anything else. Now we're going to look at another day. Let's look at Friday, for example. So we can see the different schedule again. Every single day we have a warm-up that will be a Google form. We have our activities. We have our exit ticket, which will again also always be a Google form. And then we also have your homework. If we go back to activities, you guys will see it says complete el alfabeto day 2. So this is linked because it actually takes you to the weekly assignments tab that was on Google Classroom. So we're going to click on it in a second, but just as a refresher, it's going to bring me down here to the week 1 assignments. So let's go over to the hub. You are just going to click on that. It's going to bring open a new tab, and you guys can see here are your assignments. So I had another teacher kind of help me out and log in, so you guys will see that when you click on them, I have already made copies for you guys, so you guys just have to go on and actually fill in the assignment. Being that it is a Google form, I will be able to see whenever you make changes to it, and this way you guys can just turn it in on here and you don't have to worry about anything else. Notice all the worksheets are digital. You guys can type in them and you can edit the answers so that, you know, whenever you're working, if you find a mistake, you can go back and fix it as well. So everything will be turned in through Google Classroom. There will be no papers, there will be no worksheets. Everything will be done electronically. So if we go back, then that is our class hub. You guys can play around and click on the different days to kind of get an overview of what you will be learning that week. So when we go back to our class tab, I showed you your weekly assignment already. Again, your agendas and your syllabus. So that is it as far as an overall view of the class and where everything is located. Just remember, the most important thing is your classwork tab on Google Classroom. Everything will be posted on here, and this way you can see your weekly agenda that links you to your assignments for the week that you will need to turn in on a daily basis. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me via email. I make sure that I check it often, so I will get back to you probably within that day, if not by the next day. So again, any questions, you guys just let me know. But I hope this helps, and please feel free to reference it whenever you need.